Hello, this is Prom Machine, back with some more Dark Souls 3. I'm trying a few new technical things this time. Trying recording my voice and the game separately and matching them back together afterwards. But, I'm just mentioning this, that if it sounds particularly better or particularly worse even, let me know. And I'm going to try to also do some editing to, if I end up queuing for a match and waiting for a really long time, then I'll take efforts to edit that out now. In the meanwhile, I've upgraded a new weapon for use in the Undead match, which is the Exile Greatsword. And I'm now pretty much out of Titanite slabs, so I think this is going to be the last one I do for a while. But I think this series is pretty much coming to a close at this point. But I wanted to get maybe 5 or 6 episodes of Arena in before I called it. What else do I need? I took off my rings so I could farm the souls I needed to get that upgraded. And my other one before was the Leo ring, but if I'm going to be using a curved greatsword, that's not useful. So, what would be a good replacement? There's always the standard Havels. You need stamina, so let's go with the Chloranthy, a classic. And let's see if I can find a match. So as before, I'm just going to start with the duels, and after 3 of these, I will try and get into a group game. And unlike before, where I was just giving up if I couldn't get the game going, I'm going to actually queue up for a little while, and I'll just edit that time out. So you don't have to watch through it. But hopefully I can get another, game going. I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty. It's been a couple days. And this is a new weapon. So what I noticed from testing out the moveset is that the running attack on this comes out super fast. Well, for a weapon this powerful anyway. Oops. Outranged. Okay, that's a heavier sword than I thought it was. It looks like it's maybe a bastard sword or something. Can't parry a jumping attack. Actually, I'm not sure if... You could probably parry this thing. I got the timing in between the rolls there. Okay, well that went pretty well. This thing hits really hard, comparable to the Zweihander. I'm actually going to check real quick in between these and see which one does more damage, but they're both, really powerful. This one actually weighs even more than the Zweihander. And I think for that you get kind of a faster attack, but less range. So let's see, 261, so that's a 607 damage versus less, but not so much less. So mostly, yeah, this is gonna be kind of like this Zweihander, but a little bit faster. And with every new moveset has its own kind of thing going on. Certainly that much faster run attack and the much faster attack coming out of roll are both going to be very useful. Oh man, it's so nice how quickly you can get duels going. I'm preparing to be disappointed when it comes to getting a group game going. I may not even be able to do it. Even though I was saying I'd edit the time out, I may just wait for 10 minutes and not get anything. If they use an item, I use an item. It has the Zweihander thing where it does a little bit of area of effect stun. Oh, out of range. Oh, that sucked. Oh man, that was a really disappointing way to lose that. So, that's something I definitely have less range using this than I did with this Zweihander. So let's do one more duel, and then I'm going to try and do a bit of matchmaking. Which is going to throw off my... If I end up cutting out a lot of stuff, it's going to throw off my timing a little bit, like how I count the time for the video. So if it's a little bit longer or shorter or whatever than it normally is, forgive me that. I'm still getting used to what I'm doing here. This guy again. Okay. Rematch. Oh, my God, I was out of range. The range on this just keeps fucking me over. So far, not a huge fan of this weapon. Yeah, it certainly hits pretty hard, and it comes out a little bit faster than this Zweihander, but man, the lower range is really messing with my head. So, let's try and queue for a co-op match. And if this takes more than just a tick or two, I'll edit out the extra time. Okay, no luck with the group matchmaking, so I'm just going back into duels. I'm gonna use the same weapon for now. Might change things up after a few goes in there. Using the Exile Greatsword. You know, I want to at least get a feel for how this is going wrong if this weapon isn't going to work. You know, if this weapon is just not a good match for me, then I want to know why and how. So I remember this has a pretty good backstep attack too. This guy's a little bit laggy, isn't he? Got a close one. Whew, close one. Okay, I'm starting to, I don't know. You know, you can't go too much off of one win, but it feels like, I like this weapon a little bit better now. I'm getting a little bit more of a feel for its strengths, and for, maybe more importantly, its range. So, I won't just whiff attacks from people who are slightly too far away. Quite as often. Well, let's get another one going. See what we got here. Hopefully somebody with a little bit better latency than that last guy. Is that the same? No, he's got different weapons. Okay. outranged again. You know, this weapon is very large, but its swing pattern makes it not have as much range as it looks like it has. Which I don't like much. Okay, so this guy seems to mostly be waiting for me to make a move before he makes it. There that goes. Is that the Gotthard twin swords? I think it is. Yeah, it's difficult with heavy weapons sometimes to really get in on somebody at all. I'm not sure. You know, I prefer heavy weapons generally, but I don't know what the knack is to doing that. It does seem like heavy weapons are the main ones that get used in the arena here, but so, you know, people must have something figured out. I don't know. Seems like there's quite a few people doing duels anyway, even if nobody's doing the group matches. So it looks like he's got the Demon Fist here. Or is that just a Pyro Hand? Ouch. Oh shit, I didn't do enough damage. I thought he was low enough that I'd be able to just hit him with a kukri. It seems like maybe these throwing weapons have a little bit of a damage penalty versus players, because they do so much damage to like bosses and stuff. They do like 300 damage to a boss, and like 50 to a player. Even one with light armor, it still only does like 100 damage. I think after this one I'm going to switch weapons up again. I have a nice little stable of different weapons to use now, which is fun. It's too bad there's no real way to get extra Titanite slabs in this game, as opposed to Dark Souls 2 where they just give them out for free. It's at least easier to get them than Dark Souls 1, where you basically get like 3 for the entire game. If you want more, you have to do New Game Plus. So I got like a Astora Greatsword maybe? No, it's something lighter than that. I don't know the weapons super well. Oops, I pressed the wrong button to continue that combo. It's a heavy attack that you need. I can't afford to get hit again. There we go. I'm kind of proud of that one. I kind of turned that one around. That was going very well. I think I need to get in the habit of using these weapon arts a lot more, because it seems like they're super good. They allow you to do something that is like sort of outside the boundaries of your normal moveset, which is always really valuable in these 1-versus-1 fights. Like even just being able to attack through a move that would otherwise stun me is pretty useful. So let's see, what do we want? So I remember I was... oh, shit. I just realized I forgot to infuse that sword I was just using. So currently its damage... oh shit, where is it? It's up there with the swords. I should probably put some of these in the box so I don't have to look through them every time. Yeah, so right now it's just a plain plus 10. I can switch it to refined. Oh, I need souls to do this. Well, okay, I'm just gonna go grab some more souls so I can do this, and I'll edit that out. And I'll be back in just a minute. So, okay, I got all the materials I needed to make my refined Exile Greatsword, and now with this infusion, instead of doing slightly less damage than the Zweihander, it now does slightly more damage.
Be careful.
Which is pretty nice. Because the Zweihander already does quite a lot of damage. Unfortunately, you know, there's the drawback of not having as much range, and the drawback that I can't use it with the Leo ring. But also, it uses a lot less stamina per attack, and a lot of its attacks come out faster. Whoops, I don't want to go there. Back into duels. So let's try it with this new and improved Exile Greatsword, even though, you know, 10 damage, or whatever it is, it's not going to make a huge difference. I think it's like 15 damage. It might be enough to make the difference, though. Well, that went very poorly indeed. Oh shit. I thought I would be far enough away. Well, as I said, very poorly indeed. Apparently that thing is, either this guy has a lot of stamina, or that thing has a pretty stamina-efficient swing. I mentioned stamina. I should actually demonstrate this real quick. When I'm using this Zweihander, I can do 3 light attacks, and with this one I can do 2, 3, 4, and almost 5. Not quite. I wasn't actually sure whether it was 4 or 5, which is why I actually did that demonstration, because I hadn't checked what the exact count was. But, you know, I'm rarely going to have the opportunity to spam attacks like that, but that's just generally having more stamina is better than having less stamina. Which is pretty obvious, but, you know, maybe worth stating. See, I like guys who use the talking rocks. I should have the talking rocks on here. Turned around. Thought I could get a backstab. Okay. I did not know that attack at all. I've never seen that before, so good to know. Man. That guy looks kind of fucked up. I wonder if he put on a bunch of facial scars or something in the character builder. I haven't really played around to see what all you can do with it. But it looked like he was distinctly asymmetrical. I was kind of hoping to get a parry in there, which is why I kind of let him rush at me. But now that I know that weapon art, I should be a little bit more prepared for it in the future. Hopefully. So as I said before, this is probably moving to a close until the next DLC comes out. And what I'm going to do until then is I was thinking I would do like a Dishonored series of videos like this. At one point I was considering streaming them, but I really feel like doing little videos is more my style. And so a lot of these new things I'm doing technically are kind of in preparation for trying to do a little bit more professional feeling series. Ah, shit. Oh, that went poorly for him. So now we're even. Poorly guessed. But nice try. I think I'm getting a little bit more of a feel for sort of how PvP goes in this game as well. I'm doing a lot more sort of fake outs and kind of getting in my opponent's heads a little bit more. I'm still running about 50-50, but that's better than the like 90-10 I was going before, or 10-90. I guess it's probably more intuitive to put me first in the ratio there. Same guy I was fighting earlier. Oh yeah, he's got the spiky armor. Ah, okay, that was good. I feel like that was a really good match. We were both kind of fucking with each other's heads with those ranged attacks. And he baited me in with the crossbow. That was clever. Okay. How far in are we? I've got about 30 minutes here, but like 7 or 8 of those were just me like queuing for things and whatever that are gonna get edited out. So just gotta check and make sure the video length is timing out. Now what does this guy got? Is that a washing pole? Yeah. Okay. Which is very fast for its range. Faster than my weapon, that's for sure. I don't think you can do a taunt gesture like that when the battle's that close, but okay. I'm starting to actually really like this Exile Greatsword, now that I'm used to the moveset. I'm probably still gonna change off a bit after, let's say after this one. I think it's fun to have more than one weapon in a video. Maybe go to the spear for a bit. Ooh, wow. I guess things are slowing down a bit. I actually got a tick before getting a match. There we go. Okay, I was a little bit worried that maybe I lost connection or something, so it was just gonna take forever. That's how unusual it is to actually have to wait a little bit for a duel in this game. Ah, he's got a great bow. It's a pain in the ass. Just stand there. Oh man. He can attack so fast and he still has stamina. I fought a guy who, it may have been this guy before, but who tried to do the same thing, and I tried to like run in behind him and I just got shot in my face for the trouble. So I was prepared to do something there. That's why I keep the knives around. Anyway, let's see. I I probably should just get a longsword like that. One of these default swords upgraded. But like I said, I'm running low on Titanite. You know what, actually, let's go for the Chaos Blade. I like the Chaos Blade. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, probably, oh wow, it's taking a little bit to queue again. Probably in a week or two, well, no, probably not that long, but sometime within the next week I'll try and start recording Dishonored, and I think that's going to be a really fun game to do these sorts of videos for, because I've never played it before, but it seems like one of those games where you can just do a lot of different things and have really expressive play in a way that's interesting. Oh, my weapon isn't buffable. Oh well. God. Yeah, it's surprising sometimes that pretty much no matter how heavy the weapon is, you can almost always get a two-hit combo with it, which means that you get stunned for a really long time by those heavier weapons that have a long swing, just to make that happen. It can be a little bit shocking, but I guess, it makes sense. Once you get the first hit, it's that much harder to do it with those weapons, so you need to have them balance out somehow. But I think probably a lot of the time when I'm using them, I miss my second hit because I'm not thinking about it that way. I'm not thinking about it like you're setting up the two-hit combo. I might want to keep some stamina blossoms or something on my bar for when I'm using this one. Yeah, the running attack on this is... I'm like all about this running attack. It's very fast and very good damage, and I'm just now realizing that if I'm going to be using that, I should be wearing the Leo ring, so I get bonus counter damage for it. Yeah, ever since they went to giving you 4 ring slots, the Leo ring has just been a very difficult proposition to pass up, because it's a really substantial bonus damage when you are using any kind of thrust attack. Assuming you get the counter hit, of course. So even if I'm using a weapon that only has one thrusting attack, like, say, the Zweihander, or... I'm not sure if this one only has one thrusting attack, but I think it does. Or the Chaos Blade. It's a worthwhile proposition. What does he got? Looks like a straight sword in the Caestus. And the Crow Quill. What? That feels like that should have been a parry. missed. I really feel like I should have had that parry, though. I knew exactly when she was going to attack, and I guess I just messed up the timing. It felt good, though. Let's do 2 more. I think I'm doing kind of better than 50-50 now. I haven't been keeping track, but it feels like maybe I'm getting 60-65% wins now. Oh, is this another Chaos Blade user? No, it's a washing pole. I remember this guy. Oh, nice. That's gonna kill me, yeah. It's funny, I've been using this, See, last one you could have done the taunt. I've been using this, Hornet Ring, and I've, like, never gotten a parry, so... Kinda wasted on me, but... hope springs eternal. Maybe someday. Okay. Last one. Let's do this. Anytime now. Anytime now. I'm hoping, I don't know, I'd be disappointed if this whole arena thing ended up, dying, you know. It seems like it's still easy to get matches in the Dark Souls 2 arena. So hopefully it'll be the same for Dark Souls 3, where it keeps going. Nice timing. I missed that. Got a little bit further forward than I was anticipating, so my attempt to dodge back didn't quite pan out. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you enjoyed these hopefully higher audio quality, and I will see you next time.